Alright, let's dive into A Fine Balance by Rohinton Mistry. Picture this. It's India in the 1970s, a time of political unrest and harsh realities. Now imagine four people, each from vastly different backgrounds, thrown together by fate in a crowded, crumbling apartment. Their lives are tied by struggle, but also by hope, because in this world, every moment is about finding balance between surviving and holding on to your humanity. The novel follows two tailors, Ishvar and Om, who come from the lowest caste, trying to escape the brutal realities of their past in a village destroyed by violence. Then there's Dina, a widow fiercely independent and determined not to fall back into dependence on her controlling brother. And finally, there's Manik, a young student escaping the suffocating expectations of his family. Together, they form an unlikely family of sorts, navigating a world that's constantly threatening to tear them apart. At the heart of the story is this question: how do you hold on to your dignity when life seems intent on stripping it away? Each character, despite their suffering, fights to carve out moments of happiness, tiny victories in a sea of hardship. Whether it's the small joys in a shared meal or the fragile bonds they create with one another, these moments remind us that even in the darkest of times, there is always something worth holding on to. Mistry doesn't shy away from showing the brutal realities of life in India during the emergency, a time when the government abused its power and the poor were left to suffer. But the beauty of this novel is how, even in the face of this, the characters persist. The novel is about resilience, about the fine balance between hope and despair. But don't think this is just a depressing tale. It's so much more. It's about friendship, unlikely relationships, and the human capacity to endure. The story makes us question how much we can control in our lives and how much is left to fate. And while the characters face heartbreaking circumstances, there's a quiet strength in how they keep moving forward, no matter what. If you're ready for a story that's both heartbreaking and heartwarming, that challenges you to reflect on society, justice, and what it means to survive, A Fine Balance is a must-read. If this story of human endurance and survival strikes a chord, let me know in the comments with your biggest takeaway. And don't forget to subscribe for more powerful book breakdowns like this one. There's so much more to discover together.